good rank is not equal to good seat. Okay, good seat always comes from a smart approach to counseling process. If you want to do DM in cardiology, even if you do DNB medicine also, it doesn't matter, because finally what comes out is your DM. You can do DM from AIIMS after doing DNB in medicine. Your choice depends on your factors. It's not about how toppers are taken last year. So the question that everyone asks is, how many choices should you fill?
Hello everyone, I am Dr. RMD, Pediatric Resident at PGIM Dr. RML Hospital, New Delhi.
This is part 2 of NEET PG counseling video. In part 1, we had discussed how information is the king. Knowledge is power. When you have information regarding every branch, every state, whatever the seats that are available, last year cutoff, then you have the decision to gamble. Step 3 will be the gambling process, and in step 2, we'll be deciding the art of choice selection. Okay, so how do you prioritize whatever the information that you got? Okay, so in this part 1, we had discussed how information is the key to success in NEET PG counseling. Your rank was one thing which was separate. Okay, now whatever you have, everything is based on how you gamble in counseling. Okay, so for that gambling, you have got information. I have told you how to collect information. If you haven't watched this video, kindly go back and watch this video, because this video forms the base for the whole counseling process. Now, you have got information. You have got so much information based on 3 things which I have told in this video. One is information based on college, second information based on the state, and third information based on the branch. So you have 3 information totally, and from this information now we will decide how to prioritize and how to apply it. Okay, so before going to actual discussion on prioritizing the list, that is the final choice, okay, the one which the choice list that you upload in MCC website, before that we'll be addressing 2 important things at this point of time. Okay, first one is, will NEET PG counseling happen before INICET in November 2024? This is the most demanded question. Many people have asked this question. Let's see some facts. NEET PG happened on August 11th. Result came after that, so it has been almost 1 month since the results have been released, and since 1 month there has been no changes at all. Until last 3 days ago, MCC had updated in its website that the registration has opened. Okay, just the registration has opened, and this was very strange because without information bulletin, registration doesn't open at all. Okay, information bulletin is the key for everything. The prospectus, okay, the prospectus for every year's NEET PG counseling or state counseling. Once the information bulletin comes, after that the schedule comes. Okay, after that the schedule comes, and after this schedule you will get to open the registration link. But this year what has happened is, it has gone haywire. Some very serious is happening in MCC and NBMS. Also, there is a Supreme Court case going on, the hearing which is going to take place on upcoming Friday. So there is a lot of delay. Already 1 month has passed, nothing has happened. Counseling has not started, nothing. And a schedule was released which was later deleted from MCC website also. So to see, when you see last 2 years of NEET PG counseling, and even if you add from 2021, okay, from 2021, 22, 23, it has taken minimum of 4 months for counseling to begin, and for the joining of the students. Okay, for joining in the respective colleges, it has taken at least 4 months. So it is safe to assume that even if counseling starts by October, your joining will be after November 10 only. Okay, or maybe first week of November, or maybe November 10, or it will always be after that. So definitely attempt INICET. Don't make this attempt go in vain. Okay, don't waste this opportunity. Attempt INICET in November. Only those students who have got a very good rank in NEET PG, who don't have any further plans of attempting INICET, only they shouldn't attempt. Rest everyone should attempt INICET 2024. Second question, this is very demanding. What if I have a bad rank? So what has happened this year, there was a lot of rank shift. So there was rank inflation. So even people who have got like between 130 to 140 have landed up somewhere around 50,000 to 80,000. Okay, this is the like trend that is that has been seen this year. So one thing which I have noticed is, as soon as people start getting rank of more than 10,000, because I have been talking to students in last 2-3 years, and I get to, students always have a notion that always a good rank is equal to good seat. It is never true. Okay, good rank is not equal to good seat. Okay, good seat always comes from a smart approach to counseling process. If you know how to gamble, you'll get a good seat. You don't need a good rank for that. That's why if you have a bad rank, still you can get a good seat. Let's see last year's statistics. So this was from Zinerd. Okay, so this is last year 2 years statistics from Zinerd. See, this was for a student who has got a rank of let's say 25,000. Okay, 25,000. So our rank range, as discussed in the previous video, is between 20,000 to 30,000, and I have taken this for general merit. Okay, my assumption was that if general merit student gets the seat, then any other category will definitely get, and this is for uh, Karnataka state. Okay, Karnataka state counseling. Okay, this is just an example for 20,000 to 30 to show that you still have a chance of getting. Okay, so this is for a clinical state. So I put all these filters, and in last 2 years from 2022 and in 2023, you'll notice that this candidate has can get ENT, can get anesthesia, can get ophthal in all these colleges. Okay, ENT, anesthesia, ophthal, even psychiatry, all these clinical seats are still available in these colleges. So the general assumption is that if clinical seats are available, then definitely non-clinical, paraclinical, preclinical seats are definitely available. So always bad rank is not equal to you're not getting seat. It doesn't mean that you should drop. Also, the same example continues. So for example, for preclinical seats, okay, the same criteria follows for Karnataka general merit between 20,000 to 30,000 rank range. You will see that you will get pathology, PSM, pharmacology in some of the best colleges in Karnataka in state counseling. So that means if you are flexible enough in your options, okay, if you are flexible enough, if you are ready to change, if you are ready to adapt, okay, then you definitely have to take that seat. You shouldn't consider dropping, because dropping has its own disadvantages. Okay, so this is the case for this. Third is you should have very much good information. Okay, for example, let's say a candidate who has got a rank of around 5,000 to 10,000 and who always wanted to take up pediatrics. Now this candidate wants to take up pediatrics in Delhi, but when he puts Delhi option, you will see that all Delhi colleges land up within 3,000 rank, not within 3,000. If it is general merit, it is less than 1,500. Now what is withholding this candidate from taking a pediatric seat? This candidate will definitely think of dropping because he has got a rank between 5,000 to 10,000, but but all the Delhi colleges pediatrics are less than 1,500 rank. Okay. So this candidate will consider for a drop if he hasn't seen this information. This particular information is for NBE colleges, that is, which comes under DNB. If you're flexible enough to take up DNB, for example, in Gangaram Hospital, okay, the last year in second round, pediatric seat has went up to 5,800 rank. Okay, so now you will be telling me that all these DNB seats are private colleges, fees will be high, and there will be no stipend and all. Again, your information is wrong. See, all these are list of DNB colleges that are available. Some are private, some are semi-government also. So when you take the case of Gangaram Hospital, again this is from Zainad. Okay, see, Zainad has this beautiful website where all this information is there, which comes handy. Okay, so for these ranks, if you see last year's cutoff for Gangaram Hospital in pediatrics, okay, DNB pediatrics, and there you have to put quote as DNB post MBBS. Okay, and under general merit category in round 3 it has gone up to 6,000, and when you see the fees, it is 1,25,000 only, which is almost the same fees as Karnataka government colleges and even Maharashtra government colleges. And in addition to that, you have stipend also of 83,000. So now you'll be telling me that if you had this information, probably now you'll not take a drop, for especially for people who are between the rank ranges of 5,000 to 10,000. This is a very pretty good option. So three things are very important before you consider taking a drop. One is flexibility, second is adaptability, third is information. These three are to be taken care of. So the summary is that if you're flexible and adaptive, then go ahead with counseling. Don't think about repeating. Taking a drop has actually more disadvantages. And if you have fixed mindset, or you are very passionate that you want to do surgery only, you want to do medicine only, you want to do super specialization in medicine only, then it's fine. Okay, then you can take a drop here. You can go for the branch of your choice. Otherwise, you should have a broad mindset, okay, at this point of time. So coming back to our main topic, that is in the previous video, we are knowing is owning. Okay, so information is power, and now we are going to look how to segregate that information, how to prioritize information, how to make it more palatable. Okay, how to make the choice list. Okay, that is how it ends up. Okay, so whatever you prepare for the choice list, that is going to decide everything. Okay, it's like that is the thing that you put for the gamble. Okay, then you can't change it. So you should put all your thought into that process. So now your main target is to give priority to this list. Okay, and we'll see what to do with this information and how to prioritize this information, what information to come first, which college to give second, which branch to choose accordingly. Okay, see, NEET UG counseling was very easy because you had only name of the college, branch was the same, but here you have 19 different branches and you have n number of different colleges, and you have 2-3 types of counseling, because it is not only all India counseling, you can appear for state counselings also. Okay, so it is a multifactorial game here. So these are the frequently asked questions. Okay, one is, how many priority lists do you need to make? Okay, we'll answer this also. How to prioritize list whatever you have prepared. How many options that you should enter ideally. How priority list differs from for different states. Okay, for Kerala the priority list is different, for Karnataka it will be different, for Tamil Nadu it will be different. So each one will have its own strategy. Okay, and what criteria to apply to prioritize, because when you have suppose your rank is like 20,000 and then you have a long list of colleges and you are not able to prioritize which is good, which is not good. Okay, because the information is overwhelming, then how to sort it out. Okay, that also we'll discuss. So first question, how many priority lists should you make? You have to make at least two priority lists. One is for the All India Counselling, which is taken care by MCC website. Okay, MCC. And second is for the state to which you belong. Okay, your domicile state. Now again I'll tell you, go to last year's state prospectus. Okay, in each state website there will be prospectus. For example, in Kerala the body that handles is CEE. CEE will conduct Kerala State Counselling. Okay, and so those who are appearing for this Kerala State Counselling will be two categories of people. One will be whose domicile is in Kerala. Okay, and to prove this domicile you need some documents. For Kerala State Counselling, documents are, for example, one is you should provide your nativity proof or your birth proof. Okay, or second, your parents proof that your parents were born there. Okay, and they had their schooling was done there. Second is you can also apply for Kerala State Counselling if your MBBS was in that state. Okay, if you have done suppose MBBS from Kerala, then you can apply for PG in Kerala. So that means that if your domicile and your MBBS state are different, then you can apply for two different states. So you will have to prepare two different priority lists. So that time you will be having total 3 priority lists. Okay. And if you are applying for any extra counseling, like you are applying for army colleges, okay, they have separate counseling schedule for them. Okay, for short-term service STS there is separate, for NRA candidates it is separate. Okay, so even for DNB colleges, if you are putting separately, or private colleges, so they will have separate priority list. So you have to make priority list based on your convenience. Okay, next, how to prioritize. Okay, so there are 3 categories of prioritizing. Okay, first is based on college. How do you select colleges? Okay, in what order will you choose the colleges? Second, what order will you choose states? And third, in what order you will choose branch? So these 3 will finalize your choice list. Okay, so we'll see all of them one by one. First is college priority. So now you have a list of colleges that come under your rank range. For example, as I said, for a rank of 25,000, your college list should be, your rank range should be 20,000 to 30,000. This should be a rank range. Whatever colleges that come under that rank for your respective branches, that should be under your college priority. Okay, so first you make a list out of that. Also, one more thing, that when you're putting a choice, okay, I'll give example also. I'll give you my example itself 2 years back, how I did my choice list. Also, when you're doing this choices, also include those colleges which are good, but maybe within your rank range. For example, if you have got a rank of maybe 1,000 and you want a seat in medicine, for example, okay, you know that for 1,000 you will never get Delhi colleges. You will also not get Mumbai colleges, especially KEM. Okay, but still you'll put that in your option because you don't know what will happen. This is a gambling process. Okay, so you don't have to leave that. Okay, but suppose your rank is 5,000, then you can actually leave those options. Got my point? So if you're, for example, if you've got a rank of like 1,500 and you're opting for pediatrics, then definitely you should put MAMC and LHMC, even though both have a cutoff of 500. You should include them, okay, because their cutoff last year was around 400. So you should include them. But if something comes below 100, then you don't have to include them. Okay. Next, you should have wide choices, including DNB and private in your options also, because everyone now is focused behind their rank only. This is a very big misconception each student has. See, what happens is after second round of counseling, everyone leaves. Okay, they will like, I'll take a drop, I'll get a good rank next year, but you don't know what this rank can buy you actually. It can buy you a good seat. Then you have to go to third round, fourth round also. Then you will realize how better seat you'll get even with the bigger ranks. Okay, it's not like if you get a rank of 12,000, if you get a rank of 20,000, you're not going to get any seat. Even for 50,000 also, you're not going to get any seat. See, these are some of the things that you need to take care of, because there are private seats also, there are DNB colleges also. Suppose you're doing courses like DM. Suppose you want to do DM in cardiology. Even if you do DNB medicine also, it doesn't matter, because finally what comes out is your DM. You can do DM from AIMS after doing DNB in medicine. Okay, so you should have a broader idea. Okay, you shouldn't be only fixed on government MD seats, okay, or MS seats. You should be focused on other things also. Then compare rank between different colleges for the last 2 years also. Okay, this is very important in colleges. For example, say this. I'll take the case of my hospital, so my college itself. Okay, ABMs, that is PGIMER. In my year, okay, this was my rank 838, which I got. Okay, so before this, in 2021, the closing rank was around 450. Okay, in my year, okay, 2022, it came up to 838, and in 2023, it went up to 1052 because there were 5 seats for general category. And this year also it will increase. That is because number of seats are going to increase. If you talk to your PGs, see how to know if the seats will increase or not. One is you can go to apps or some websites which will tell you how many seats have increased. Even MCC website will tell you. Second is ask the PGs of that college or senior residents of that college how many new professors or how many new faculty have joined since last year. Because whenever a new faculty joins or a new consultant joins, those number of seats will increase. Okay, because each consultant or faculty will have 1 or 2 PGs for his thesis. So that's why the number of seats will increase. So this year in RML hospital, definitely number of faculty have increased. That's why number of PGs is also going to increase. We are expecting some 20 seats. Last year it was 15 seats. So you'll also notice one important thing in all these pediatric colleges in Delhi, that when compared to 2022, this year the ranks have shifted higher side. See, for example, in UCMS it closed at 1164. Last year it was 1419. For LHMC 459, then it was 483. Even MAMC also it has increased. So pediatric is showing slightly rightward shift. Okay, so there are some courses which are showing leftward shift, like dermat is showing leftward, radio is showing leftward, medicine is showing leftward, but there are some branches like surgery, ortho, OBG which is showing rightward shift. So if you're very flexible enough, then you can choose these branches, and we don't know what will happen this year, but you can smartly predict that you will have a better chance of getting these colleges this year. Okay, so this is very important thing which I had also discussed in my previous video. Previous year college preference. Okay, previous year college preference is not equal to your choice of college. See, your choice depends on your factors. It's not about how toppers had taken last year. Last year those seats might have gone for some different reason, for altogether different cause. Okay, but what you want, okay, it's like for example for medicine, if we say like every time it's like Delhi colleges go first, then comes KEM, then comes rest state colleges. It doesn't matter. Okay, even if you've got a better rank, you should go and you should talk to the PGs and SRs over there and get information regarding it, and then you have to select what is best for you. Okay, whatever is the cutoff is not the preference list. Okay, remember that. Next, now we are coming, we finished with college priority. Okay, now we are coming to second point, that is strict state-wise priority. How will you prioritize between states? Okay, so the general rule is that Delhi colleges always comes first. That is a general rule. Okay, again, Delhi colleges doesn't come first when you want to select a college in your state. Okay, for example, you are from Andhra Pradesh. If you have got the rank within 100, you will definitely choose Nizam's Institute instead of Delhi colleges, because it is very close to you and it has no significant differences from Delhi colleges. Okay, so the general rule is that Delhi colleges come first because of stipend, bond, and many other plus points that are there. Okay, we'll discuss in the part 4 of the video. Okay, then second, own state top medical college. For example, if you're from Karnataka, your first choice will be Delhi medical colleges only. Like, this is the general rule. Next, the rest all depends on you. Second, own state medical college, that is Bangalore Medical College, or for pediatrics it will be Indira Gandhi Institute. That will come second. Okay, that is almost equal to non-Delhi central institutes like AMU and BHU. Okay, then you have RIMS Imphal. Okay, then you have Central Institute of Psychiatry. Okay, so these are some central institutes that are there. So no, that depends on your choice. Okay, then comes other state top colleges. Like in Karnataka, it will be Mysore Medical College or KIMS Hubli. Then own state peripheral colleges, and after that comes other state peripheral colleges. Okay. So first is always Delhi colleges, then own state top colleges, then comes other state top colleges. Suppose you are from Karnataka, then Trivandrum Medical College becomes your third choice. This is the generalized rule. Okay, I'm telling this because many people ask me again and again that what should I put, what should be the preference order. Okay, this is the general rule that has been followed. But then I again always tell you that you should reconsider each and every option and choose according to your convenience. There are some exceptions to this. For example, in surgical branches, state colleges are more preferred, okay, because your hands-on will be better. In central colleges, there is concept of senior residency, okay. So senior residents will get most of the cases, or there will be DM candidates also. They'll also get more cases. So as such, hands-on will be less. That's why for especially for OBG and for branches like surgery, ortho, and all, you can choose state colleges. Then government institutes are preferred better compared to semi-government private MBA, then comes government MBA, and then comes private sector colleges. Okay, this is the general rule. Also, don't be flawed or don't be biased, keeping in mind the central institute seats. Okay, like central institute seats not like AIMS. Okay, AIMS and all are like INIs. Okay, INIs are always the top. There is no doubt in it. The way in which an INI works is totally different from the way the Central Institute works. And by Central Institute, I mean Delhi colleges, okay, AMU, BHU, and other colleges like RIMS and all other. You'll get Central Institute of Psychiatry in Ranchi, okay. So all these institutes, they cannot be compared with INI. Okay, INI is like AIMS, PGI, JIPMA. They all are at totally different level. Okay, so don't equalize that. These central colleges are much better compared to state colleges. Like their working is similar to state colleges only, but the funding and the patient exposure and the infrastructure that is available is very much good in central institute. That's why the preference is always for central institutes. After that comes state colleges. In some states, for some branches, state colleges are much better compared to the central institutes also. So keep this in mind. Next, third point is how to select branch. Okay, branch priority. So if you have any branch in your mind which you're very passionate about, like from your childhood you wanted to become a surgeon and you can't think of anything else other than surgery, then choose that. No doubt in that, this will be your first choice. Okay, or else for those people who have some confusion, you can broadly classify your branches in this category: clinical surgical, non-clinical surgical, clinical non-surgical, and non-clinical non-surgical. Okay, this is a broad way. What I suggest is, if you've done your internship properly, if you had got a very good exposure of all these branches, then you would have noticed that your focus, okay, your interest will be towards one of these groups. It won't be like random. It won't be like ortho and pharmac, or it won't be like patho and medicine. Okay, so it won't be very different. Your attention will be usually within these categories only. Okay, so mine was in this group, non-surgical clinical side. So I had strictly aversion towards surgical branches and non-clinical branches. So my focus was this one. So I chose a branch within that. So when I told you in the beginning of the video, when I told you whether you have to take a drop or whether you have to attend counseling, so that time I told you the flexibility. Okay, so this flexibility should be within these branches itself, so that it will be very easy. For example, if you wanted a seat in dermat and then you are not getting dermat, but for your rank you are getting surgery in a very good college, so you're taking surgery, then believe me, you're not going to survive in that environment. Okay, maybe you might, we are not sure about that, but the higher chances is that you're not going to survive, because it is totally a different entity. Okay, so this is the exact choice list that I had sent for my first round of counseling. So the question that everyone asks is, how many choices should you fill? See, my rank was 838. Okay, so I could have chosen just maybe 5-6 colleges which I wanted in pediatrics or medicine, and I could have done with it. But the number of my options in my first round was 27. 27 options I felt, and now I feel that I had put less options. Okay, so you can see that my priority of options was like what I wanted. Okay, so if you're confused like what you want, okay, like which branch you want, see, there are always problems that arise when you think about counseling. For example, you always wanted to do dermat. Just imagine you wanted to do dermat, but now your rank is some 10,000. Now you're not going to get dermat. So now suddenly you're biased, and now you know that for 10,000 rank you'll get ophthal easily in a very good college. So now you're like I want to do ophthal. So what will happen is, when you're putting your choice list, you will put ophthal as first option. So that is a very big mistake. Okay, so how to be not biased in this situation is, when you ask this particular question, that is, which branch will I choose? Okay, write this down. Which branch will I choose if I get All India rank 1? Which branch will you choose if you get All India rank 1? That will be your branch of choice. Prioritize in that order. So my order was that if I got rank 1, I would have first gone for general medicine only. Then I had orientation towards pediatrics and dermat equally, but I didn't had any other options. Radio was also not in my mind. So this was my order. Okay, these three branches were always in my mind. Okay, like even if I got good, even if I got All India rank 1, I would have chosen these branches only. So that's why even though I wouldn't have got PJMR RML hospital for general medicine, because the rank closes within 100 always. Okay, so even though I wouldn't have got that, still I put that as my first option because this is a gamble. I don't know what will happen. I didn't want it to be biased. Mine was unbiased. What is wrong in putting that? There is no harm at all. The computer algorithm goes from each option. Okay, it will see first option. It will see, okay, this is already taken. There is no option available. So then it goes to second option. Then it goes to third option. Then it goes to fourth option. There is no harm at all in putting colleges which you won't get. Okay, I'll tell you exception for this. Not now. I'll tell you in some time. Okay. So then I had put pediatrics, and then I had put dermat seats also because that was also one of my choices. Then in first round I got my 14th choice. 14th choice, that is UCMS pediatrics, was my first choice in my round 1 of counseling results. And then for upgradation I had got RML as second option in my second round. Okay. So this is the moral of the story, that how many options should you choose in your choice list? As many as possible, because computer algorithm will go through each and every option. Now, what is exception to this? Exception to this is few state counselings. Okay, like for example, Kerala state counseling. What happens in Kerala state counseling is, in round 1 you will have to give a choice list, and this choice list you can't modify it in second and third round. It is very different compared to other counseling, because in other counseling, even in all India counseling, in second round you can change your list. You can add extra colleges, you can remove some colleges, you can alter your options. But in Kerala state, if you have put option 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, suppose you have got option 4, then whatever options are below that will get cancelled. Okay, and whatever option remains 3, above 3 will go for upgradation. Okay, so if you have put some college which you didn't had information about, or you had put below, and in second round you won't get that. Okay, you might get only one of the 3 options which are available above the seat which was allotted to you in round 1. Okay, so you should be aware of these things also. That's why I say, whichever state you are applicable for, whichever category you are applicable for, go through details of each and everything. Okay, each and everything. Prospectus is the key. Okay, read prospectus some 10-15 times. When I was during my counseling, I read previous year's counseling prospectus also, and my year 2022 counseling prospectus also, and I had read it many times because I didn't want it to lose any points. Also, you can attend YouTube sessions also. Like there was one very good YouTube session counseling by Zainer during my time. So even now also they are conducting a YouTube session. So if you attend that, there all possible scenarios are given. Okay. So this was the choice list that I told, and right now we haven't even gone to the gambling part. This is just you are preparing for the gamble. The actual gamble starts hereafter. Okay. So what will happen next? See, always All India counseling will take place first, and after that state counseling will happen. First All India counseling round 1 will happen, then state counseling round 1, then All India counseling round 2, then state round 2, then it goes for mop up. Okay, and many things happen in between. If you are not familiar with the process, you are going to lose the seat. That's all. You will not do justice for the seat. So the most important part is the information bulletin. Whatever the prospectus information bulletin is, once it is available, or you can even refer to previous years, go through it thoroughly. Okay. Now the next question is, when you are choosing options, like you have some 40 options or 50 options, like you have different branches and colleges, and now you're not sure how to prioritize it. Okay, so now how to prioritize each college, okay, or each branch? So apply this 8 rule criteria for prioritizing. Okay, and there are 8 criteria in this, and assign points 3, 2, 1. Okay, 3 means it is best, 2 means average, 1 means poor. Okay, for example, let's take a case of Delhi college. Okay, pediatrics. Okay, let's take my example only. Okay, so in my case, stipend and fees is really good in Delhi college. Okay, stipend is also high, fees is also less, so I'll give 3 points for this. Bond and penalty, bond is not there, seat leaving penalty is also within 10 lakhs, so I'll give again 3 for this because that is the best available option. Infrastructure and super specialty is also available, so I'll give 3 for this. Academics and hands-on is also very good, so again I'll give 3 for this. Food, travel, accommodation. Accommodation was actually not available when I came to RML, so that's why I will give 2 marks for this. Travel is also, like, it's very far away, accessibility is far from my hometown. Toxicity is very less, so I'll give 3 for this. Branch of choice, pediatrics was not my first branch of choice, it was my second branch of choice, second or third, so I'll give 2 for this. And RML has a very good tag, so I'll give 3 for this. Okay, so totally for this RML hospital, out of 24 points, I have got 22 points. Okay, so now let's take example of Mysore Medical College. Okay, this was my UG college, Mysore Medical College, medicine. Okay, it is from my same state, so we'll say stipend is very low and fees is very high, so it is poor only. It's not poor because poor will be for private colleges, so I'll put it as average. Then bond is very like it is for 1 year, and the seat leaving penalty is also very high, so I'll put it as 1. It is very poor. Infrastructure is average, it is not that good. Academics hands-on is very good. I'll put it as average only, it's not that good. Food travel accommodation is plus 3 because I belong to the same state, and accommodation everything is available there, so I'll give 3. Toxicity is average there, not much. Branch of choice, yeah, medicine was my first branch of choice, so I give 3. And tag is, it is average, like it's not like the top college of the state, it is second top college, so I can give 2. So totally 3, 5, 7, 10, 12, 15, 17. So this has 17 out of 24. So for each college, for each branch, for each state, when you put these points, that time you will get this objective way of knowing which has more priority and which has less priority. This is the way which will be easy for you. Okay, I have simplified this. Okay, so this is how you choose which college comes above which college. Okay, it is not based on what others say. It is not based on what your gut feeling says. It is not based on what your mood says today. It is based on objectivity. See, the first thing is in counseling process is to get your mind straight. Okay, if you're thinking straight, if you're thinking properly, if you're thinking smartly, only then you'll get a good seat. So how can I help you guys? First of all, I realized that there are so many queries regarding counseling, so I'm planning for a live session, and this live session is free for all. It is not like YouTube mentorship where it is only members only access. This YouTube session will be free for all, and it will be live for everyone. We'll plan it once all India quota, that is MCC counseling schedule is released, once information bulletin is released, so that by seeing that information bulletin, we can actually I can answer to your questions also. Okay, so we'll plan one live session. Most probably it will be by the end of September. Okay, then you can also reach out to me on Instagram, Telegram, or YouTube live membership mentorship also, where you can ask me live questions, but it is paid one. Okay, and it is only for members. For joining this, you can go to my YouTube description, okay, or my YouTube channel profile, where links are available for Instagram, Telegram, and YouTube live mentorship. You can also text me on Instagram or Telegram. Most of the times, if your query is genuine, if I feel that I can actually help, I usually call those people, okay, or I text them to address their queries. So till now I told you how to prepare for this gamble, but now the actual gamble starts in the part 3 of this NEET PG counseling series, that is the gamble. When all India quota starts, all India quota 1 result comes, round 1, then state round 1 comes, but some states lag behind, their round 1 doesn't start at all, but then all India quota second round comes in, and then there is a rule that if you're taking seat in all India quota round 2, then you can't take seat in state round 2. You might have submitted documents somewhere else, you might have paid fees here, you don't know what to do, you are trying to be as safe as possible, but then you are not getting the best seat also, whether you have to go for mop-up or not. So all these queries, what are the different possibilities, what are the different vast amount of scenarios, the vast amount of opportunities that everyone fails to understand, that will be discussing in the third part of video in the gamble. This will be the main frame. Okay, and in fourth part we'll be discussing why I chose pediatrics over medicine. That will be the final part of this session. So thank you.